Mountain trailhead, 65 degrees and sunny, just before 11, starting our 4-day, 3-night trek in the Rocky Mountain Wilderness. And it looks to be a perfect day. First couple miles uphill, but I think we're gonna make it. Feeling good.
Man. Camera's not always picking them up, but there's lots of wildflowers in bloom up here now, still in early August. So it's really pretty, just breathtaking. So just passed a few park rangers that are walking their horse back down because they think she has some altitude sickness. So here comes Tom. He's a little bit out of breath. We're Flatlanders, so we live actually below sea level in Charleston, South Carolina, and we spent a few nights in Golden last night because it was only 6,000 above sea level, and we are at 8,000 now. So we're semi-acclimated. We know some people that come up here on their first day and actually climb a 14er. So, but yeah, if that is any indication to you that even the park ranger's horse can actually get altitude sickness. So, Tom, are you doing all right? Hurting a little bit? Jeez. Man, this is gorgeous. I could just look at this all day long. We're not out here alone. We've got a group of women riding their horses. Good place to watch out for some moose and elk. We saw some elk the last time we were here. We didn't come this far in, but might hear them bugling in the background, though they're not in the rut until September, so. Can't beat that view. Man, the skies are so blue. So pretty. I just stepped in some horse poo. Nice. Tell you what, it is nice not to have to be wearing a mask right now. Right on cue, well, a little bit early. It's 1:30 and it's starting to rain. It looks like just a small cloud passing over us, so I don't think I'm gonna stop and pull out all my rain gear. Just keep on going. Oh, looks like he is. So we just passed sunset and passed the park ranger. They were doing some work up that way, and they did ask to make sure that we had our permits. So you definitely have to have your backcountry permit, and they do check. Tom had his rain cover on with it hidden, and she wanted to make sure that it was hanging on his backpack. So she said that we might catch a few glimpses of some wildlife out here. No signs, though, of any moose, but there is Flat Top Mountain. We'll be climbing that tomorrow. That's a little over 12,000. Is it 12,000?
It's over 12,000.
Yeah. So we're doing pretty good. We feel pretty good. Tom had a little rough spot in the beginning. You want to
Episode.
Let's see what you're huffing on over there. Oh, there we go.
Got my
Do you
mini
think
bottle.
It helps? Does it help?
I think it helps.
Some people are not sold on it, but the last time we were here,
Let me tell you something. It helps.
That's cool. It's a mini one. It doesn't weigh that much. I don't know how many ounces. Not too bad.
Less than a quarter
Yeah.
of an ounce.
So, you know, something you might want to try if you're coming from Flatland.
Yep, 95% pure
Cool.
oxygen, but we use it. It works. I'm in.
Nice, pretty view, but still no wildlife sightings yet. But hopefully we will see a couple along the way. So pretty. This water is so clear. And the rain shower was very brief.
But it's passing over there.
Yeah.
Kind of in the direction we're heading. Clouds aren't moving fast today either. They're kind of slow, not a lot of breeze.
Here comes the rain. See it coming in the mountains. Time to get moving. Hey, buddy. So cute. All right, bye, buddy. We're almost to our campsite, but what's a little bit different about the CDT is it's not as well marked as the AT is. So the further in that you go into this loop, the path narrows and it's a little bit harder to find. So definitely have to pay attention. There are no marks on the trees here. Still beautiful. Almost there. What do we got, like a half a mile left?
I'm going to tell you in 2 seconds.
I'm feeling it. How much?
Half a mile.
Thank you, sweet baby Jesus.
No kidding.
This is one of our toughest hikes. Alright, so we took a little detour because we wanted to see Haynock Lake. It is one of the glacier lakes that's off the Continental Divide Trail. And it is so pretty up here. A little bit chilly. Still got some snow left over there. It's August. And man, we weren't sure about adding an extra almost 2.5 miles today, but apparently this lake is absolutely beautiful, so we're on our way to go see it. I don't think it could get more beautiful than this. Finally made it to Haynock. I'm tired, but this is worth it. I just left Renegade and filling up on water before we summit Flat Top Mountain. We're gonna just have to carry what we need for the day because there's no water up there on the top. Feels pretty good, not too chilly. I think it's about 50 degrees. We're excited. All right, man, this is so pretty. We couldn't have asked for a better day. So we're walking the ridge line of Flat Top Mountain, and we just passed some other thru hikers that are staying where we stayed last night at Renegade, and they stayed at July campsite where we are going. So they said we've got a little bit to go, but just to keep an eye out over here, that's where any storms would come through. But we're making good time, just as long as we make it to the other edge of the tree line, below the tree line, before the afternoon storms hit. But nice view of some lakes down there. Longs Peak. We hiked a Chasm Lake at Longs Peak last year. Man, this is just beautiful. Getting a little bit chilly though. So we're going to stop for lunch soon and put on our jackets. This is just absolutely beautiful. All those glacier lakes down there. Backside of Longs Peak.
Crapped out again.
Smile. Crazy. So pretty. It's windy up here. Woo!
So it looks like the weather's holding out really well for us here. We are at overlooking Longs Peak, but ranger at the station at the wilderness office said keep an eye on the clouds. Said when they're dime size, it's still good, it's good. Then they go to nickel size, then they go to quarter size, and then they go time to get off the mountain size. But right now,
What size are we at?
we're at dime size,
Okay, we're good.
so we're in good shape
So
still.
Longs Peak is way back there in the distance. We're having lunch right now. Peanut butter and
honey.
honey and peanut butter. Is that almond butter on flatbread?
Nature Nate's Natural. Everybody loves 100% pure nature Nate's Natural. And then we got the old Publix supermarket Simple Truth no stir almond butter. But if you don't mishmash this stuff up, it's like eating paste. So we're mishmashing.
All right.
Old Simple Truth, free from tear here, smooth.
We've got some crazy switchbacks to go through, but our campsite is way down in that green valley there. We got about 3 more miles to go. Yay! Because I'm tired and I'm hungry. But it is so pretty up here.
All right, made it to campsite number 2. This is the July campsite. Up the hill, you'll see here, they got a privy and some group campsites on campsite number 3, which is up that way. My wife and I have gotten lucky enough to get campsite number 1, which is here. Campsite number 1 seems to be sought after, and now that we're here, we see why. Because we are right next to the running creek, and it looks like there's quite a trail from animals coming in and out. You know, as you can see, they'll go straight up through this way here and right across the creek and up through there. But looks like the couple have bedded down in that area there. But and not only that, we have a great supply of water, and it's right there. Pretty beautiful view all the way around. All right, there's wifey. What are you eating?
Pad Thai.
Pad Thai. Good to go pad Thai. I had the Mountain House Meals chicken and dumplings tonight, and it was lavish. Got our Big Agnes Copper Spur 3 tent that is the original version, which we've decided we loved, and we have decided that these chairs are a luxury but a necessity from here on out.
Yeah.
Because that has changed my world.
Better than sitting on a stump.
And my wife got these for our anniversary, the Helinox chairs, a little lighter than the REI ones. They're still good for Fat Kid. He can still sit in them, so he likes them. And then we got our Sawyer squeeze filters and our big mess from dinner. But we did pretty good today, huh?
Yeah, this is perfect.
Not a bad little gig all the way around.
Perfect.
Really is a wonderful sight. A lot of space. And again, running water.
All right, this is our 3rd day in the Rocky Mountain National Park. We're getting a late start, but we don't feel bad about it because we had a really big climb yesterday. It's about 9:30. We just packed up and left July. We had some wildlife visitors this morning. But to give you any perspective, we were actually on the other side of that mountain yesterday. And we climbed over it and down the other side.
Hola!
Beautiful morning. We have a nice leisurely hike this morning. We're just going to do 6 miles. We might drop our packs at Twinberry and maybe do a little side hike to, what was the name of those falls?
Cascade Falls, I think.
Cascade Falls?
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see.
so.
All right, it's about 7 a.m. on our last day. We just made it to Summerlin Park. Just crushed 2 miles watching the sunrise over the mountain. This is Summerland Park. It's actually private property, that cabin is, but there's a group campsite over there in that field. Couldn't ask for a more perfect morning for our last day and our hike out. Some wildlife on the way. We saw a few really big bucks in the field that we just passed. Still haven't seen a moose yet. We're hoping to see one on our way out today.
No mooses yet.
All right, we made it to the North Inlet Trailhead. This is a good place to stop, get rid of some of your trash. The bathrooms are open here. We put our pack down, had a little breakfast, and we've got 6 more miles to the Green Mountain Trailhead where we parked our car, and we'll be done.
We're ready to go. Back at the Green Mountain Trailhead, 1.8 miles to the car. Gotta say, it was one hell of a trek. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Almost over now.
Hate to see an end though, but I'm ready for a burger.
Bacon cheeseburgers, it is. Greasy. Beautiful though.
A little bit of liquid sunshine.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, it looks like we have about half a mile left to go, but I wanted to stop here on this trail before I caught back up to you and let you know that this was probably one of the funnest things I've ever done, and I never would have done it without you. And I appreciate you getting me out here, and happy anniversary. I love you, and I can't wait to spend another 14 years with you. Love you, sweets.
Said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, when a moment came that stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options and talking about sweet time. I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what'd you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Blue Manchu. And I looked deeper and I spoke sweeter and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't. And I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden going fishing wasn't such an imposition. And I went 3 times that year, book, and I took a good long hard look at what I'd do if I could do it all again. And then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. And I looked deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I've been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. Like tomorrow was a gift, and you got eternity to think about what you do with it. What did you do with it? What did I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. Man, I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I watched an eagle as it was flying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. To live like you were dying. To live like you were dying. To live like